Today, we're thrilled to welcome Suruchi Patki, a dynamic Agile practitioner whose inspiring journey spans from project management to Scrum Mastery, Agile coaching, and leading Agile transformations at Fortune 500 companies. With a passion for empowering teams and fostering authentic Agile mindsets, Suruchi brings deep insights into resilience, leadership, and driving meaningful impact across industries. Stay with us as we explore her story and the lessons she's learned along the way. Suruchi, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for inviting me, Paul. I'm happy to be here.
Excellent. So, what moment in your career has taught you the most?
So, in 2023, there was a moment when my work visa expired. I faced an unexpected setback and I had to leave my very good full time role as a Scrum Master from a very reputed firm. The first few weeks were really tough. I found myself on the edge of losing hopes, but then I realized and I quickly found that challenges can either defeat us or redefine us, and I chose the latter. So I determined to make out of this time. I shifted my focus to growth. Over next around 6 months, I earned more than 14 certifications in Agile space. I volunteered as a Scrum Master and Product Owner for two nonprofit organizations. And I launched my very own Agile coaching program. So through this journey, I discovered a resilience and inner strength I had not fully recognized before. It reignited my passion for learning and deepened my belief in power of perseverance, reminding me that impact is not limited by circumstances. So through these tough moments, I learned that you can still bring success out of adverse situations with consistent efforts and in the right directions and faith, and always believing in you is very important.
Completely agreed. I think that's an important lesson for us all. I think Thomas Edison was the one who coined the term, I didn't fail 1,000 times in creating the light bulb. I just found 1,000 ways not to do it.
Exactly.
So perfect. When your colleagues or team members describe you, what three words do they consistently use?
So whenever I talk to my coaches, my team members, when I'm working as Agile coach or Scrum Master, many times in testimonials or feedback, they have mentioned these specific adjectives like inspiring, resourceful, confidence booster, solution oriented, because they find me inspiring because many of my coaches have shared after their sessions, they feel motivated to take action and push their boundaries. The clarity and encouragement they receive often translate into improved performance and higher engagement. Also, confidence booster. A lot of my coaches, they said that through targeted feedback and real world interview practices that I conducted for them, I have helped them to build confidence to pretty high extent so that they confidently sit with the interviewer, they confidently work in high pressure situations, and which enhance their performance at workplace as well as in interviews. And now resourceful and solution oriented thing. So they have found me many times as, okay, Suruchi can provide the tools, techniques, guidance, which is tailored to their own individual context. And she can consistently help in resolving problem to achieve their goals. So that's why I would like to say the three to four: inspiring, resourceful, confidence booster, and solution oriented. These are consistent words they have used for me.
I think that's great. And I think anybody would love to work for someone with that. So outstanding. Outside of your professional achievements, what passion project or personal interest has taught you skills that make you better at what you do?
That's a really good question. Do you know what? There should be, and there is always commonality between your professional and personal life, because then work is not work anymore. So as far as my hobbies are concerned, pickleball is one of my hobby. And playing pickleball has surprisingly made me the better Scrum Master. I know you might be knowing that it is a fast-paced, highly collaborative sport that requires quick decision making, clear communication, and strong situational awareness, just like working with the Agile team. So in doubles pickleball, success depends on how well you read your partner, adjust your strategy mid-rally, and respond to dynamic changes on the court, right? So it has taught me the value of adaptive teamwork, non-verbal cues, real-time coordination, all of which I bring into my facilitation techniques during Scrum events or maybe any workshops that I am conducting, or maybe it could be impediment triage meetings, right? So it also, not only that, it also helped me to sharpen my focus and taught me how to stay calm and
Mhm.
productive even under pressure. Something something that every Scrum Master should be knowing when navigating team challenges or stakeholder expectation. This game also helped me in building a failure culture in organization. Meaning, if you lose one game, one match, that's not the end of the world. There is a lot more coming up. Improving from learning and adapt and cracking the next sprint goal would be the right strategy.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Can you tell me about a mentor?
Unfortunately, I don't have one mentor, so I would appreciate if I can talk about three.
Sure.
So overall, in my career, I'm fortunate enough to have three incredible mentors. Two of the remarkable individuals are from Agile space, and one that continues to teach me every single day is my very own experience. The first mentor was instrumental in sparking my passion for Agile. Because of their energy and enthusiasm, I actually took jump into Agile. They inspired me. They make me fall in love with Agile. They helped me see Agile, not just methodology, but the mindset. The second mentor, he guided me through how the Agile principles are going to show up in everyday life, how truly powerful and practical they can be when applied with intention. So I'm very grateful to stay in touch with both of them. Currently, I am in touch with both of them intermittently. And the third, and which is most important, is my very own experience.
Hmm.
My every success and my every setback has taught me something. I have learned to continuously reflect on what is working for me, what is holding me back, and what I need to change to grow to the next level. It is a continuous cycle of improvement, and which is much similar to Agile. So I think these are the three mentors that have shaped my career as well as my personal life, my leadership, my learning, everything.
I think that's very impactful, but also I think the one of the most impactful things that I've learned out of that is your reflection. That is so important for people to be able to reflect on their wins and losses. So I think that's wonderful. What book or podcast has influenced you?
So I am a really big fan of book readers. I still listen to podcasts, but I'm more on book side. And being an agilist, I read multiple books. But then the recent book that I would like to call out here is written by Jeff Watts, which is Scrum Mastery, which gives you the path to become a great Scrum Master from good Scrum Master. So reading this Scrum Mastery by Jeff Watts was a turning point in my Scrum Mastery career. Because prior to reading this book, my focus as a Scrum Master was more about aligning with foundational practices outlined in Scrum Guide. While effective, my approach lacked maybe deeper individual behavioral mindset or human centered mindset or qualities to elevate the Scrum Master from good to great. This book talks about 9 characteristics of great Scrum Masters, which is retrain. R stands for respected, E enabled, T tactful, R for resourceful, A alternative, inspiring, nurturing, empathic, and disruptive. Each characteristic has one topic, and that gives the birth of great Scrum Master. So this is the book which moved me a little bit. Like, Suruchi, this is taking you to the next level. So I not only read the entire book, I coached based on all these topics to my coaches. I adapted in my Scrum Mastery life. And that made me feel that, yes, this is something new you learned and you are making big impact in organization and for your coaches.
Outstanding. If you could spend a day learning anything from anyone, living or historical, who would that be and why?
I would like to definitely spend a day with two legends of Scrum, Ken Schwaber and Jeff Sutherland. And you might be familiar with them. These are famous names. These both are co-creators of Scrum. Ken played a very vital role in formulating Agile Manifesto. In 2001, he founded Scrum.org, an influential organization dedicated to improving Scrum practices. His work has shaped the way Agile is taught and implemented across industries. Also, Jeff brought the deep experiences from software development and military aviation into Agile thinking. He also co-authored the book Scrum: The Art of Doing Twice the Work in half the time, which made Agile concept accessible to broader audiences. So I think if I get an opportunity spending the full day with these legends would be amazing. I would have a really good set of questions for them and learn a lot from them.
I think we all would, but I like that a lot. What do you see as the future of your industry?
So I think the future of Agile or Scrum is very bright. Right now, it is shaky. We hear a lot of rumors like Agile is dead. I don't think so because the organizations do need these innovations, iterative and incremental approaches to deliver value to the customers. So if you apply it in a right way at right time for right product delivery, nothing can stop it. Agile is the best.
I, if I didn't know any better, I would say you're a big fan of Agile. So,
I am. And the most important reason is that I have seen how the transformation helps the customer and bring the value and profitability, right?
mhm.
Then why not? The only caveat is that it is difficult to master. It is simple to learn, but difficult to master. You have to invest a lot in coaching a lot of teams. And it is new, right? So newness makes everyone scared. Like, okay, I have never done that. Let's just stick to old culture. So that point, so a lot of things to overcome. Today, actually, I shared one of the LinkedIn post how fear stops us to grow. So basically, there are multiple factors of not letting Agile grow, but then eventually, if we all start supporting the specific approach, guidance, and the value that we are receiving, I think nothing can stop.
Well, I think anybody that's watching this will understand the passion you have for Agile and how you see it as such an incredibly important tool for any organization. So thank you so much for joining us today. I think this was really, really helpful.
Thank you so much, Paul. It was wonderful talking with you. And thank you so much again for giving me this opportunity to share my expertise with this community.
Wonderful.
MTMG, guidance that empowers.